Chep New Zealand is part of the Brambles Group out of Australia, and we operate in about 56 countries and employ about 13,000 people. And so when we think about our health and safety capability, we're able to leverage off some of our global systems and processes, but at the same token, we take on a local flavour on then implementing that to ensure that we try and get it embedded into our culture. We've been on a journey over the last few years, and we've really identified that we had some challenges with health and safety and particularly incidents in our workplace, in our work environment. And so we've really worked hard to try and reduce that over time. And so we've got approximately 65 million movements happening through our business every year. We are impacting tens of millions of nails in our business. We're moving a significant amount of trucks and forklift movements to move pallets in and off vehicles as they operate and come through our service centres right across the New Zealand network. As a result of that, we have a huge amount of risk within our business of people and machinery that really creates some quite challenging environments to get health and safety right. My involvement really sunk in for me around health and safety and how important leadership was in regards to health and safety. When one of our customers' drivers came in and unfortunately got a little bit too close to some of our forklifts who didn't see them, and as a result he broke his ankle, and he was in hospital for some time, and it took some time for him to recover and get back to work environment. He is back at work now, which is great, but that really impacted me because I realised that could have been just a couple of millimetres and we could have had a very tragic outcome. And for me, that was really a wake-up call to say you really need to get engaged in health and safety. The journey we've been on, we have been able to make some impacts to safety records and results within our business. But one of the things I've noticed is that as a result of doing that, we've seen an increase in our engagement of our people. We've had a direct impact on our productivity and productivity increasing. And then also we've seen a really good engagement around innovation and really coming up with innovative ideas to improve our business as well. We've got a lot of people moving a lot of pallets around within our business, and they're physically very heavy. They're about 25 to 30 kgs. And so what we did was we brought in some external support partners to come and help us really identify and put in practices around manual handling champions. And so we built up that champion capability right throughout our business. And then from there, we were able to take our manual handling incidents from about 35 about 5 years ago down to 0 now last year. And so it's been quite good in really finding an area whereby you can see there is a problem and then coming up with a solution and working with the business to then roll that right through the business. There's no intellectual property in keeping our people safe and free from injury or fatality. It's really important that whatever we do, we share, and we have a duty to ensure that what I know I share with you, and what you know you also bring to the table and share with me.